week it didn't.
I'm
Or 1 week
watching.
it didn't.
I'm watching. There it goes.
I've got an ad now, so.
Hi everyone. Yeah, see, it's still coming out on that. I think you're right. I think it might be because now I can see like the top of my chair is really, so it must be the light from the fluoro. Hey chat room. Hi everyone. Sorry about my pixelated chair and whatnot. You can see and hear us. Yay!
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's on the chair, too. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it might be just that the light's a little bright there.
Yeah. Okay, I'll have to do that. You guys can hear.
Coffee is my blood.
Oh, it is. It very muchly is. Okay, you can see and hear. That's always good. How is everyone doing on this Saturday for you, Sunday for me? Everyone doing peachy keen? Yes, sound is okay, even in Europe, thank you. Hot. Hot. Everyone's hot. Why have I got things going off?
Yes.
Did I not mute everything? No, that's muted. That's muted. Why am I hearing things going off anyway? It is cold. No, actually it was really hot here yesterday. We're still in winter. And it was like t-shirt weather yesterday. Stupid. But then it got really quite cool last night. So, yeah, it's been stupid. Yay!
That would be a nice change from this triple-digit heat and feels like temperatures.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. I think it's time. Let's do this. You ready?
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
All right. Okay, let's do this in 3, 2, and 1.
Whatever it is you enjoy about the World of Warcraft, we have a challenge for you.
Adventure.
Crafting.
Flowers.
This is the WoW Challenges podcast, and here's your host, Lita.
Hello and welcome to the WoW Challenges podcast. This is episode 267. Today is Saturday, August 14, 2021. I'm your host, Lita. Fortunately, my co-host, Chris, couldn't make it this week because she didn't have to, but she got called back into work and couldn't be here with us today. However, I have got Nisi here, who was going to come and have a chat anyway. So, yay, Nisi! Yay! So, thank you for being here, first off.
You're welcome.
Commiserations to Chris because work. Yeah, so, but, you know, as I said to her, you do what you gotta do. So, yeah. So anyway, hopefully she's, having a decent day, which is good. Chat room, hi everybody. Hi everybody. Hope everyone's well. Other than that, let's, I was going to say, I've got this curl. It's right here. It's like in my vision. So every time I think like someone's standing right here, I can I push it back? It's just like this little tiny curl that's like, it's throwing out my vision. Anyway, okay, so we have got Nisi here, and we have to say congratulations, Nisi, your Pandaran hunter, if I'm correct, is a 6 Bloodthirsty champion for Shadowlands expansion. So yay, congratulations.
Yay.
Where's my little, here it is. So congratulations, you just dinged, what was it, just like a few days ago. Really?
Yeah,
Wasn't that
Wednesday.
long. Wednesday. Okay.
Yes.
This week's been a little bit of a blur, so
Yes, it has.
so
I concur entirely.
yes. So I wanted to catch up with you and have a chat. I know we talk about Bloodthirsty often, and we often mention about all the different challenges with what we do as to Iron and Passy and all that, but it's always good to have a little refresher, because we are focusing, as everyone knows, we are focusing on our Iron, Passy and Bloodthirsty. So for you, how did the journey with Nisi go? I know you've told us a little bit over the time, but now that you've hit max, let's find out, how did it go?
Oh gosh, how did it go? Can someone tell me? It's been so long. she hit level 10 back in what was it? March of 2019. So it's been a hot minute.
It doesn't feel like that. I would have thought it was longer. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, really? It's been that long? I was like, ugh, that's okay. It doesn't feel like it's been that long, but yeah according to the stats on the ding, it said that's when she hit 10, and I'm like, oh
okay.
boy.
I would
Yeah,
have thought she was older.
Road.
Yeah. Okay.
And we've had a lot happen in between her hitting level 10 and getting to where we are now.
That's true. That's true.
There's been a crap ton of stuff that has happened in the game between world scaling coming in, and then level squish, and then a new expansion, and I'm just like, oh my god, what is happening? She's actually my first one to hit max that wasn't 60 before Shadowlands, or wasn't max before Shadowlands came in. So she had her max level cherry popped, shall we say.
Yes,
but
that's right.
Yeah, so it was a long road, because I only level one day, I only do one level a week, so that's what I have time for.
Yep.
So it's been a long road. She has sat for a while here and there, so it wasn't like, it's not a realistic time frame, 2019 to now.
Yeah.
It's just, there's been times where I've been out of town, or I haven't been able to play, or somebody else has been in rotation, so not a full accurate picture on time. Yeah. But she started out leveling like my other challengers, going through what was my normal leveling path, advancing through the zones, because I normally get antsy when I sit still in a zone too long, and I'm like, okay, let me out of here. I'm done staring at this color palette. But it was okay. I don't remember too many problems with her, but I do remember she was in Northrend before Level Squish came out.
Yes.
I was working on her, and then I kind of pushed her to the back burner while I was working on the other. And, she's been something. I always felt that the hunters were a little bit faster, and it might be, in fact, looking at the times, it was a little bit faster. But once you get into those end levels, getting towards max, it sure doesn't feel like it. It really doesn't. So, but that could be me. But, it's tough being in a zone for longer than 9 levels. I'm getting better at it since I moved most of my people to Tiergard and Zandalar. But I don't play Horde that much. Give me some slack. I think that's what it's called. But it was okay. No real big issues.
Okay.
Aside from patience and trying to keep myself from trying to jump to a higher level mob before I should.
Yeah. Okay. So, because obviously you do have 3 other bloodthirsty maxes. So yes. Now let me see if I remember. There's Soul Snuffer. Soul. I only just read it, and I've completely forgotten. And I wrote the blog post, so you think I'd remember this. So you've got 3 others. Who have you got?
So it's Soul Snuffer. She's the discipline priest.
Yes.
We've got Soul Stoned, the warlock.
Soul Stoned.
Destruction spec.
Yep.
And we've got Soul Shield, the paladin.
That's it.
So we've got 4 down now with
Yep.
Nisi to the mix, and I've got 8 more to go.
Yeah.
To meet my goal for
Nice.
this expansion. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I'm trying. I've added the monk back into the mix. They were my next highest that hadn't been touched in a while.
Okay.
At level 32. So,
Okay.
and I gotta say, I think I've been on high levels too much in Bastion. Because when I hopped on the monk in Tiragard Sound at level 32, I'm like flying through the level. I'm like, oh my god, this stuff's dying so fast. What's happened? Is it the monk, or is it just that I've been on too many high levels recently? So we'll see how that trend continues.
Nice. So, with Nisi's path, did you pretty much go the same as the others? I mean, I know you know your areas and where's best to go, but you didn't really change it up, or you don't like to change things up because you know your areas?
This kind of comes back to the question that Zaya asked about were there no unexpected dailies, and I think he's referring to the daily quest pop-ups that we sometimes get. I have kind of figured out a path in Tiragard where I don't get dinged for a daily. For some reason, we'll phantomly get hit with daily quest credit, and while that's not a big deal for Irons or even Pacifists, really, it is a big deal for Bloodthirsties, because we're sitting there looking at our stats like, I didn't do a daily. Did I click on a Blingtron? No, I didn't click on a Blingtron. I don't think I clicked on a Blingtron. And I'm like, that's the only thing I could have done. But it's frustrating and confusing, but I do have a path worked out in Tiragard where I don't get hit with that. And I also have a path worked out in Zoldazar, Zandalar, one of those. One of the troll areas when you first get in there near the big city when you get off the boat. I've got a path worked out over there. It's by a Scale Trader outpost that doesn't ding me for a daily. So I'm good, and I can stay clean until I get into the mall. The mall I get dinged with a daily. For some unknown reason. Every single one of my bloods that goes through there. Daily credit when I come out, I'm like, stop it. But we still haven't figured out what that is. But I don't know if we ever will. But I tend to follow the same path once I've worked out a clean path. That had to vary a little bit this time with the hunter because of extenuating circumstances, and it's gonna evolve a little bit with the rogue, because I'm running into a problem now where I'm thinking ahead of like, okay, where am I going to take the rogue? And I realized, hey, all of your challengers up to the rogue could range pull. You can technically range pull on the rogue, but you can't be stealthed and do so at the same time. So I'm like, crap, problem. But we'll figure that out when we get there with her. But yeah, no, I tend to follow the same path. And lately my path has been everybody go to BFA. I know the path. The vendor trash is worth a decent chunk of change the higher you get out there. So I mean, there's stuff that drops off the foxes. There's a bushy tail that's worth like 14 gold a piece. There's antlers that are worth 14 or 16 gold a piece. There's a feather that's worth 14 gold a piece. So it's like, if RNG is kind to me, there's been times where in one level I can get 6 or 7 of them to drop, and I'm like, hey, we need the money. Especially when I'm killing beasts and not humanoids, because the humanoids in BFA are a little sketchy for me. But and I was like, hey, I'll take all the big ticket items you want to give me in my grinding path. Let's go. But yeah, I tend to stick to the same leveling path with everybody. It gets a little boring for the stream, but hey, you never know when something's gonna go wrong. So.
True. Alright, so at the higher levels, don't touch rares, watch your paths, all of that kind of thing. So it's, I mean, what level do you think that you're okay with killing the rare, the whole leader running around Lochmodan.
Okay.
So
Well,
where do you think? Because we have had so many changes with Shadowlands,
we have.
etc., and all of that. So what's your thoughts now for the Bloodthirsty as to running around doing that rare hunting? Up until what kind of level do you think is still viable before then the real grind sets in?
So you kind of really need to go to BFA like level 10-ish and above. I think you might be able to get there a little bit sooner, but I don't know if it's worth the risk.
Yeah.
So, or any other zone really. I do not run with Crummy Time. I know a lot of people prefer Crummy Time, especially a lot of the irons. I don't touch it. It's too complicated. There's another complicated layer that's added into Bloodthirsty that I'm like, no, I have enough to remember and keep track of. We're just going to do this normal, which is why I go to BFA now.
Yeah.
At around 10 or 11, because then I can just go there, I can sit there, and I can stay.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about it. And because that level will scale to 50, I don't have to worry about moving and thinking about zone caps and stuff. Now, if you want to go the more traditional route, I hang out in the starting zone till maybe 3 or 4. Maybe 4 to 5.
Yeah.
Around 4 or 5, then I go to Lochmodan. And I'll kill rares there because the levels have all gotten wonky now. I won't kill level rares there until 10. Now, if you want to traditionally level and not go to one of the other places, I would say if you're running without Crummy Time, I would say you could probably do rares up until through Northrend with side notes on Northrend.
Yeah.
Some of the rares in Northrend are okay, some are not.
I was gonna say, some are
there
not.
There is one rare that I will kill in Kata zones. Well, Kata was before Northrend, right? So, or yeah. So probably about halfway through Northrend, you'd want to start side-eyeing some of those rares and looking up what they're gonna do or test them.
Yeah.
But some are okay. Like some of the ones in Shoals are a little iffy, but and some of the other ones might be as well. I've only really come across the spider. In Northrend,
Zoldarak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That place.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Spider was always a good one to kill. Yeah, but some of the others, were not good.
Yeah, and
like the big totem, dude that pats near the, I think it's the Argent Stand. He does that whole pat along one of the main.
I've seen him. He scared the crap out of me one day because I didn't know he patrolled at the bottom of Sindragosa Falls near where the tournament grounds were.
Yeah.
And I was out there and I'm like, why is there a large Lich King walking around? Like, because I didn't know what he was, and that's what he reminded me of, a split-second look. And I'm like, hi.
The Sentinel,
like,
thanks, Fair.
Who are you? And I was actually afraid to kill him at first. I did kill him with the Hunter a few times. I was okay to do that. It also might depend on the class you're running and how comfortable you are with that rare, knowing what it's going to do and what your utility kit is at the time that you come across him. But I definitely scout them out once you start to hit Northrend.
Yeah.
Everything else before, there's maybe 2 or 3 that are problematic. One was one-shotting people. It was a Harpy in the pass between between Desolace and Stone Talon Mountain. There's like a back pass that you can go through to get into Desolace, and it would hang out back there. Really not too many other mobs.
Oh yeah.
That one was one-shotting people at one point. I don't know if it still is.
Nice. Not.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been back there in a while. I don't know the last time I set foot in that zone, and I used to always go there, but now that things have changed so much, it's like, I would just like to stay in one place, please.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's scary out here.
Yes. Alright, so it just says 24 to 28 for normal irons is when killing rares and named ones become impossible. There we go.
I would argue with that, sir. I think that needs an asterisk on it, and that would say depending on your class. Because some of the squishier classes, Some of the casters, I don't know if I would touch personally. A rare at 24 on like a holy priest or something, I wouldn't do it.
I mean, it still comes down to the same thing: is know what the mobs can do. Like,
Yeah,
it
and know
test
those
it.
limitations.
Mm. So anyway, it's good to know. All right. So with Nisi's journey as a hunter. Oh, that was my other question. Hang on, before we get to that, because you played hunter. What pet did you run with, and what spec were you going?
I'm very basic. I stayed in Beastmaster, or I went with Beastmaster. Because I think she was forced into Beastmaster at the time she was born.
Yep.
I just stayed with that, and I stayed with my turtle because you know what? By the time we managed to get off of Panda Island in one piece together, I couldn't really say, I'm done with you. But because I mean, they were already a turtle. They were already a tanky pet because at the time, you know, it was pets were different.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, I don't have to go and really find anything else. And,
Yeah.
And so I named the hunter was Nisi, and a lot of people aren't gonna get the turtle's name, which is Nidu, and it's like the fuck is that? But you know, it's like monkey see, monkey do. So I was like, oh, Nisi, Nidu. Okay, we'll go with that because it kind of wrapped into my name, and I was like, that's fine. It's
cool.
Stupid, but I was like, it worked,
like it.
and you know.
I like it. That's good. Oh, fantastic. All right. So what has your fondest memory been with leveling her?
Honestly, hitting 60. I know that sounds weird, but she's been around for quite a while. She's not my oldest challenger, but I think Fair and maybe a couple of others can attest to that feeling of, oh my god, this one's so long in the tooth. They finally hit max level. It's just like a relief. It's like, oh, thank you. And it's just this one feeling of, yay, this one's done. I can put them to the side. They made it clean. I didn't lose them. Yay. It's just a weight that's lifted. So that would have to be this time through the fondest thing that I can remember happening with this character is just making it to the end.
Yeah. Nice. Alrighty. And as we always like to get advice, I mean, you always are very forthcoming with any type of advice, especially with Bloodthirsties. So, you know, what do you suggest for all of us? Because again, we've had the changes with Shadowlands and how everything runs, you know, looking at there's so many places you could level and all of that kind of stuff. So, what do you suggest to anyone wanting to try Bloodthirsty now?
Well, definitely, if this is your first time doing Bloodthirsty, know your race, know your class. I'm not saying you have to know every tiny little detail of every single spell, but at least a good, tangible grasp on it. And really consider your race class combos, because there might be some that might work a little bit better for you, depending on, you know, if you're missing a heal, and Gift of Naru might help you in a frantic runaway situation, then hey, go for it. But you know, definitely something to consider. Large nameplates, especially in areas where the mobs either sink in or are covered by the grass in the terrain, or they're the same color as the ground. So Bastion one,
yeah,
because there's areas out there where the foxes and some of even the horses, now the horses are neutral but the foxes aren't, and like they're just the same color, and if you're not fully, you know, locked in on the screen, you don't see them. They just blend right in.
Yes.
So not only nameplates, but the large nameplates. You need a little extra arrow saying, hey, there's something over here, don't hit me.
It's down here, but, it's just here. Yeah.
Definitely. And I think there's some areas in, oh my god, I can't remember the name of the zone. Out by, the Barrens, there we go. I was trying to call it Badlands. No, well, Badlands you might want them on too, because there's a lot of stealth mobs out there. But,
true.
but barrens also with like the tall grasslandy
Yeah.
grass weaving and the cheetahs and stuff, and the
Mhm.
lions. So yeah, anywhere where you're in a situation, I just put it all to all NPCs and just leave it on. It's just easier.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to not put a spell on your toolbar. And I know
Mhm.
that sounds weird because it's like, oh, we got a spell, we got to put it on the bar. Not necessarily. If it's
Yeah.
something you're never going to use, or if it's an AoE spell, unless your class is geared to be AoE heavy,
Mhm.
don't bother, because you're not going to be able to handle it in a challenger situation. Even if you have green gear, it's easy to get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So like the demon hunters, at one time I was pulling like 4 and 5 mobs on my demon hunter bloodthirsty. They were a little more geared to be able to handle that.
Yep.
Warriors might be able to handle 2 or 3 at the same time, depending on level. I wouldn't do it in the last 10 levels at all on either one, because too much goes wrong with dots and stuff. You really
Yep.
don't want 6 gore dots on you, trust me. It's not
Mm.
going to end well for you. But you know, like at least in the lower levels, if you don't use Blizzard if you don't need to on a mage just because it's there, it's like,
Mm.
no. I actually need to move that to the side on my mage now that I think about it. But you know, like your whirlwind, your rogue, what the hell is it called? Blade strike, blade storm. I don't remember. Something with multiple blades that goes around you at times if you're in a bit of a spot.
Yeah.
Don't. Just either put it on a section of your bar if you must have it up for just emergency situations, or don't put it on at all, because
Yeah.
sometimes they can get you into more trouble if
That's
you
true.
misclick.
Yep. Good point.
And also, don't be afraid to put things that you use a lot on your toolbar, like your
Mhm.
mounts, your foods, your bandages, your hearthstones. Because you know, you might be head deep in your bags, especially if you don't have a bag mod and your bags are halfway across your screen, and you're like, where's the thing that I want? and then you know, a mob like patrols right into you, and then it's like, oh my god, what is happening? The sky
Yeah.
is falling. And then you're panicked because you weren't prepared or ready for this mob to come at you.
Yeah.
So it's like trying to hit the keys to close the bag so you can see what you're doing. It's just easier to have the stuff that you use constantly on the toolbars. It's just like, oh, there it is. Let me just hit it. It at least for me, it's easier.
Yeah.
And, you know, food, all that. So, and have fun. I mean, it's supposed to be fun.
Yes.
If you're not having fun, you're not. Okay, how to word this? If you're not having fun, it's okay to not play.
Yeah.
That challenge may not be for you. Maybe move on to a different one. Maybe just take a break if you're just too drained from it, or you know, try something else. It's okay to not play if it's not for you.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. Well, that's lots of good advice, and everyone, I guess we all play differently. We all have things that, you know, we do and don't do, the things that work for us, but it doesn't hurt to try someone else's, you know, tried and true, what works for them, to help, because it might help make things easier or better for the challenge tune that you're playing at the moment.
Yeah.
Obviously, sometimes if you're testing something new, maybe go and do that, not necessarily on your live challenger. Go and test it on a scout, or on, you know, like a regular tune that you can strip them straight down with gear.
Yeah,
and,
or trial
you know,
class if it's something higher level and you don't want to bother leveling somebody from 1 to get up there. You don't have anybody run that level. But yeah, ask questions, you know, see what you can work into your playstyle. Never test anything on a live challenger.
Yeah, not like we've ever done that before.
Don't do as we do.
Yeah. Exactly. That's it. Don't do what is it? Do as we say, don't do as we do. So you know, some of us need to get better at that. That is for certain. But
maybe. I'm guilty of doing it a few times, and I'm like, this may not be the best idea, but let's go for it.
Yes, Erster says, I use Azzy as my scout. Nice. Hey bro, can that far even be killed? Hey.
You and your be bold comment, I understand why you restart so many times.
Be bold.
sur-
Oh, yes.
They're
well,
gonna not let him make shamans soon. For a
Yeah.
while, they banned him from making monks.
well, that's true. That's true. But you know, that's again, everyone's playstyle is different, and some people are very bold, make bold choices in while they're leveling. So, more power
Yes.
to you. That's what I say, and I know certainly I've made some bold choices over the time. Sometimes they come off, and certainly a lot of times they don't. Hence, I end up dead. But
I'm,
anyway,
like, over in the corner staring at the shadows from the birds flying overhead. I'm like, what was that?
yeah. Exactly. All right. So, how's your week been? Other than dinging on Nisi, and again our 6th Shadowlands Bloodthirsty champion, which is fantastic. So, congratulations. But how's this week been for you? Other than IRL, in game, how's it been?
Boy, yeah, it's been a blur. We got the Holy Priest, who's a part of a side project that I'm kind of leveling on. I honestly should take her out of the rotation, but she's this high at this point. I think I'm just gonna keep going with her. And she got to 44, so that's still snuggles. Frozen Soul, Frost Mage got to 50. She's gonna be entering the mall this week.
Nice. Good luck.
I don't know how that's gonna go.
Good luck.
See.
Yep.
And the Outlaw Rogue got to 55 in Bastion, and I'm starting to feel the levels now on that one especially. I was feeling it from the beginning, but even more so now. It's a very lengthy process with the rogues, especially out there. Kill, eat, wait for cooldown. Kill, eat, wait for cooldown.
Very slow. Yep.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah. Alright. Well, the mall has changed a little bit. Runa now will pull you to him with chains.
He always did that if you were too close, though.
Yeah.
You had to be really far away. Like, how far away were you when he pulled you? Were you, like, all the way to the steps? Or were you, like, only 15 feet away? Because if you were not far enough away...
Because when I tested... When I was doing the testing, it was max 40 yards. I think I was outside the circle. I was back. And every single time, bar... one, I got pulled in and then crit hit, and
I would.
That was on the testing.
I will hit him just to get Darian to do his thing, and then I run. I run as far away as I can without Darian, coming back. I do not stay anywhere near him. I just kind of making sure nothing's respawning on top of me. But I'm almost to the bridge. Yeah. Like I'm nowhere near there. I had a hard time. That was the hardest part I had on the rogue getting through the mall was the ruiner, because I could not be that far away and engage him. I had to get close, and then I had to like sprint and just run, because if I hit Vanish, Darian stopped attacking him. So I'm like, really? Yeah. So it's like, okay. That was the hardest part for me on that particular character, because most of my people I run are ranged, so I'm like chopping them as far back as I can. I'm like, see ya, have fun.
Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah, fun times. Yeah, exactly. All right,
I might roll a trial class this weekend and take that through the mall real quick, just to see how the mage is gonna go.
Probably not a bad idea. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, well, excellent. That's still, I mean, busy.
Yeah.
It's still getting there. So, what do you hope for each one? Is to try and get a level on them every week until you hit max with them? That's like, what's the plan for these ones?
So, I'm running 4 at the moment. In a group, so I try to get a level a week. I think I sat somebody one week, it might have been the rogue, just because they were too close to the hunter coming into Bastion. I've got like a 5 level difference between the rogue and the mage now. That was not my original plan. My original plan was to have only 1 in the mall at a time, or 1 in Bastion at a time. Due to time constraints, I don't think I'm going to have that luxury, because doing the math on everybody, that's a long time. So I think I'm gonna have to have at least one with their foot in the door and one with their foot out the door, and kind of be leveling at two different ends at the same time, even though I'm not happy about it. But I'm trying to get a level a week on them, and I just slipped the monk into the slot that the hunter freed up. The holy priest might get sat for a little bit, and I might bring somebody else in since I already have a priest to max level. But we'll see. The holy priest was more of a, I want to see how holy's gonna hold their own, because I don't like switching specs in the middle of the leveling process, because I've already got it ingrained in my head. This is my toolkit. Yeah. And I don't like jumping between specs, because then I get confused on what I have available now, and I don't want to think I'm in one spec when I swap to another. Yeah. So it's just easier for me to keep everything clean and straight. So it's like one spec. This is what I'm doing. We're not switching unless this isn't working. But holy has been working. Discipline worked. Holy's interesting. You definitely want to keep your gear up because you can take a hit, but she's holding her own. Okay. So I mean, we're gonna try to do a level a week on them, and until we get free, if I have free time. What's that? I might try to work on a couple more off stream just to get them bumped up a little bit higher. That's probably not going to happen, but you know, it's nice to dream. But you know, we'll see what happens. You know,
it's good to have goals. You know, it's something to strive for. You know, we all like to strive for something. Whether that happens is a different thing, but you know, goals are good. So yay. All right. Well, we will see how the journey goes for you, and again, you know, massive congratulations with Nisi, you know, 6th Shadowlands Bloodthirsty Champion, which is fantastic. So we are very, very pleased and happy for you. We're going to do another cheer. Where's my other little cheer? I had a cute little one. Where is it? I thought I had a cute little one. Hang on, what's this one? There we go. Yay! There we go. A bit of fireworks. Done. Alright, okay, so let's go into, I was going to say, let's not talk about Leaders Week. So we're going to skip right past that, because nobody wants to hear about that. Alright, what we might do is let's go straight to the news, because we have got a bit. Where's my bumper?
Breaking down news from the world of Warcraft.
Hey, Rogue Slayer. God, we miss her. She's looks like she's settling her and God, I've just gone mentally blank. Her wife.
Her new house.
Into the house, yes. I've gone completely blank. Which is good, and we send out all happy vibes and positive vibes for them, and you know, she's retiring and settling down, and you know, it looks lovely. So so we're thinking of you, Rogue Slayer, anyway, and so yeah, so we've got some congratulations. We've got lots. It's been a busy week.
It has been a busy week. Like every time I've woken up, I'm like, what? What is happening?
Well, I mean, it also has been a couple of weeks. So, that's what I forgot to do is you know, again, we were off last week because of birthdays, but we both had birthdays last week. So again, happy birthday. How was your birthday Did you have a nice day?
It was a bit subdued because of things that were happening in real life, but it was all right. It was quiet. It was all right. And then I got a 2-day migraine right afterwards.
Yay!
So that was fun.
Yeah. That's it's so not fun, is it? Oh yes. Well. Anyway, at least we.
How was your birthday?
I was sick, so. So yeah, it was.
For sick birthdays.
It wasn't great. It wasn't a great one, but anyway, these things happen. It is what it is. I had plans to make birthday cakes and all sorts of things, but anyway, I played around with a birthday cake yesterday, which was nice and tastes alright, which is good. So it's a belated birthday cake I made myself, which is
hey,
fine.
at least you got to eat it.
Yeah, it's most of it sitting in the fridge. Actually, I kind of hid it from the family because I was like, "It's mine.
This is mine. Hands off.
It's about this. It's about it's about 8 inches tall. It's not big. I only made a 6-inch round, but it's about 8 inches tall. It's got 4 layers, and I made it on chocolate. So it's a chocolate cake with, it has, I did white chocolate ganache, some raspberry Kool-Aid. So it's got the normal chocolate as the cake, and then it's got white chocolate ganache, raspberry Kool-Aid, and then I made this buttercream for some cupcakes that I made, but I infused it with some, I've been playing around for my birthday. I did get some Australian, like these spices and herbs. So one of them's lemon myrtle, and it's a combination of lemon myrtle and Kakadu plum. So these are like native Australian herbs and stuff that we have. So I infused the milk that went into the buttercream. So it's got this little tinge of that in it, which was quite good. Yes, absolutely. There's definitely coffee in my chocolate cake because it definitely brings out the flavor.
I could totally see you like just gargoyle crouched over it, like just daring somebody to come and take a piece of it. Like let's throw down. You're
Yeah.
touching my cake.
It's like mine. So yeah, but I've only had a little bit. Of course I share it with everyone, but it's just like it's mine. So yeah, so it's just these, you know, combinations that I wanted to try to see if it work, and it's, I mean, it's rich, it's nice. So I'm happy with that. Yeah. But no, I share. Zaya, I share. So yeah. But no, so it's that's what I did. But it was just very, you know, it's been a very long week. So hence why we did have the weekend off, because of birthdays, and it was nice to not have to stress about the podcast, which thankfully didn't have to, because I was sick anyway. which we would have had to cancel if we were doing a show. Yeah. So it did work out that. But anyway, all right. Getting back to news. So let's talk about the news, because we have got quite a few. Actually, what do we got? We got 5 of yous. It's been busy. It's been very busy. So I'll do the first one. We'll take turns.
Okay.
So first off, we want to say congratulations to Fair on getting Pharaoh to max level and becoming our 20th Shadowlands Iron Champion. So yay! I'll do a big applause at the end. But yay! Okay. Congrats, Fair.
And I hope I'm pronouncing this right. I think I might be. I might be wrong. Congratulations to Zaya on getting Zaya Railia to max and becoming our 21st Shadowlands Iron Champion.
Nice, that is awesome. All right, and then we have congratulations to Stir on getting Elf Stir to max and becoming our 22nd Shadowlands Iron Champion. I'll take the next one because it's you. So yay to Stir, well done. So we've got 20, 21, 22 for Iron, which is fantastic. And again, Nisi getting Nisi to max and becoming our 6th Shadowlands Bloodthirsty Champion. Woo! Alright, and just today, what did we have? We had another one.
Yes, I woke up to another Iron Max. So congratulations to Iron Brew, I think is how it's pronounced. On reaching max level. They have become our 23rd Shadowlands Iron Man champion.
Nice.
Now, we're not 100% sure who Iron Brew belongs to.
Yeah.
We don't know if you're in our Discord. Perhaps you listen to the podcast. Perhaps you hang out on our forums. But we're going to put a post there as well. If you own Iron Brew, could you please get in contact with us? We'd like to ask you some questions. We can do a write-up on your journey for the website.
Exactly. So, to you all, guys, cheers. Well done. Let me do my little. I'm just doing a leader cheers from me.
Congrats, everybody.
And hey, well done. What a busy week. 5 of yous. My God. I better start getting my finger out. I better start having real life, like, not start being crazy. Anyway, well done. That is fantastic. All right. Now the other thing that I did want to mention for those in particular that are in Discord, you may have seen something that I'd posted or mentioned. I don't know. I can't. Everything's been a little blurry because I've not been well. But yeah, I just wanted to say, look, Stone has retired officially from WoW Challenges, so he is no longer here. So it's Stir and I as in charge, basically. So yeah, so I just wanted to let you know. So any problems, please come to Stir.
Yes, you can find him in the WoW Challenges official Iron Man Guild on Wormrest Accord, or you can find him in Discord.
That's it. So yeah, so Stir can be the official taker of one. So yeah, but no, seriously, both of us are there. Obviously, if people cannot get hold of us, then second port of call is always to go towards our mods. You know, you can leave messages with them. You can leave messages on the forums. You can also, you know, tweet us, send us Facebook, any of that stuff, and we can get the message to us, whatever it may be. So we're only as good as the mods. We are very lucky that we have got bloody fantastic mods. So they do a wonderful job. So thank you for that. So yeah, so I just wanted to mention that Stone's not around. So if anyone's trying to get a hold of him about WoW Challenges stuff, don't talk to Stir or me. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Well, I think we will do our next bumper. Where is it? Let's do this one.
Hey yo, it's Chit Chat.
And the goblin. There's our goblin. Our favorite little goblin. Hey Zorts. Alright. So this one's from the vault. Let's do this little bumper, because again, we have to do this bumper. It's so cute. Let's do it.
We have to.
It's Azzy's pun.
The crickets. God, I love the crickets. Alright, what have we got?
Alright, so from the far reaches of the Azzy Pun Vault. Never scream into a colander. You'll strain your voice.
A food one. I like it. A cooking food one. Nice. That's good. Alright, and Dave's given us some words of wisdom. So from Dave says, the grass may be greener on the other side, but at least you don't have to mow it. Very true. Thank you.
Yes, I feel that with all of my body.
Yes, I totally get you on that one. Alright, is there anything from the chat room? What do we have? Zaya, I'll have to start a new iron to get a max level 1. There we go. Yes, absolutely. Why not? I think, what's the most amount of, no, Legion would still be the most amount of irons that we would have had to max, wouldn't it?
I think so.
Because I'm gonna say
we were
in the 30s, yeah. So
I want to say it was the 30s.
I throw out the challenge. There you go, guys. let's beat Legion. The way you guys are going, you know, I can see Fair's gonna have like 20, Stir's gonna have 20, Zai's gonna have 20, you'll have 20. You know, we've got right across the challenges. We might have the best expansion for Max Lovers yet.
Don't know about
So-
20. I'm shooting for 12 total.
12.
We'll see.
All right, you shoot for 12, and no pressure, but, you know, throwing it out there to Fair, Sir, and Zaya. And Azzy, because I know he has been, you know, he has been leveling at some stage, so check back with me in 20 years, Fair said. Well, you know, just saying, just throwing down the gauntlet, off you go, you know, just see how you go. And yes, I really should get
How
my
many can we
finger out.
put you down for, Lita?
Let's just put me down and trying to sit down and either one, not fall asleep, or two, have some time to play. It's just been, I get some stuff done on later and then I'm normally exhausted. So yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just not been enough
Yeah, I will say I've
enough
barely
time.
touched my mains, so.
Yeah, I've kind of been the other way. It's just been, you know, I can jump on later and go kill stuff and die to stuff like falling off Korthia, which, you know, you do. Why not? Why wouldn't I do that?
You have to do those sacrifices on the normal, so that way they don't happen on the challenger.
Exactly.
So you're preempting a
If I-
disaster.
Like leaders I've fallen off just about everywhere on leader. So if I do that, then that's gonna keep me safe. The only thing that won't keep me safe is me falling asleep while I've got a challenge turn in the water and drowning.
So we should
yeah.
like set an alarm on your watch as reoccurring to vibrate to wake you up at the timer where the underwater breathing runs out.
Mm.
So it'll like shock you awake to check to make sure
Well, I
you're
mean,
not drowning.
It's fine on an undead because it doesn't matter. But obviously, if I'm playing a gnome or something like that, there is an issue. So, which is what I did. Actually, I can't remember. I think it was a gnome. It was either gnome or night elf, one of them. I think I drowned on two. So, anyway, yeah, you know, you get that. That's going back a little while, but yeah, we will need to do something. So, my goal is to try and get something sorted. I just don't. I'm kind of into minds to like strip a whole, like I did strip them right before Shadowlands or just right after Shadowlands started. I stripped out, got rid of a lot of toons. I was like, yeah, no, let's just cull. So I don't know, I've got this feeling I might need to cull a bit more. And normal toons as well, like...
Yeah, I've got a few normals I need to scale
Slack.
back on because they're just sitting there. They're not doing anything. They're taking up a slot.
Zaya says drowning on a druid would be funny. Yeah, that would.
I've never
No,
had a
wasn't on a
drowning
druid.
death, but I did almost have a fatigue death. I'm trying to fly down to Shadow Moon Valley in WAD at one
yeah.
point way back because I was too far out over the water and then I kept hitting fatigue zones and I'm like, this is so scary.
I think I drowned on, well, one was, I'm pretty sure was the Gnome Warlock, so I did have the buff on. And because I still remember, I was like looking at the buff going, okay, I think I had like 4 minutes left on it or 6 minutes or something. Like it wasn't a full buff. I had some time, and in between that and that I've just gone zonked out. I don't even remember. I was playing and next thing I know is I woke up and she's, you know, as they are, they're like down in the water, and you know the screen, and I think I vaguely remember that whole sound, because you know you've got red flashing. Well, obviously I'm asleep, I don't see that, but I do have noise, that when it does the flash, it's supposed to kind of, you know, not like an air horn, but kind of be like, bleh. And I must have slept through that as well. So, I must have been very tired. But anyway, you know.
Must have.
These things happen.
I really wanted to be an undead. That's the problem.
I actually, you know what I blame it on? I actually blame it on the fact that for BlizzCon, when I came over to BlizzCon in 2018, one of the things they said was to try and, you know, get used to sleeping sitting up. That's what I blame it on. Because I did practice, you know, like sitting up in positions and trying to sleep, and as most people probably have a fair idea, sleep has never been my friend. So,
Oh, I feel you there.
you know, the fact is that this chair is quite comfy, and obviously it's comfy enough that I can just fall asleep.
Maybe a little too comfy.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's that's what I blame it on. I blame it on going to BlizzCon back in 2018. That's my excuse. The guild coroner said you look very peaceful. Thank you. Well, she was. She was, you know, floating in the water, dead. It's very peaceful. Alrighty. So yeah. So we will definitely have to get the fingers out and get started back on doing something. I still feel like I'm not quite ready to take the big girls, because I know all it is archaeology, isn't it fair? I'm just like, I don't
Yeah, I haven't touched my passive. I've been too busy.
Yeah, I mean, I've got both Horde and Alliance passies, and I don't know if I feel like sitting around just doing archaeology at the moment. Like, I know that there are times I'm just like, yeah, just go dig, but yeah.
Gentle Soul still has boosters healing from her run to 120 from digging so much. So
Do it only when you have rested. Yeah, that's a good point. You make a very good point, Fair. I will have to do something. I kind of feel really nervous about taking her out. I know she's sitting. I know the druid's sitting in Thunderbluff, and I'm gonna say my rogue is sitting in. I don't know where I left her. I think I took her to Iron Forge. I think I took her out of Stormwind because we were really iffy with, you know, everything that was happening.
yeah, Iron Forge is being a little weird around Christmas.
Yeah, so maybe we'll have to have a look. But,
yeah, so Zion said make sure you change out of Outlaw if you are Outlaw, because of the issue at 58 that comes into play, where you may kill something that you didn't even touch.
Yes, that's true. Actually, I really should log in and check. I don't even remember, because, you know, you're not paying attention to specs at all, and she's got the little tiny dagger and a fish in her hands just so she can go sap.
Yeah. My passive is a priest. I think I only have healing spells on her bar. I don't even think she has a weapon.
Yeah. I like to think that she goes sap, and then when she's, you know, she's kind of like bumps them on the head while they're sap, just to be like, eat, you stay there. Not to kill them, just like a little bunk.
Do that. Because I'm like always afraid that if I sapped something, somebody would come along and be like, "Oh, why is this sapped?" and kill it, and I would get the credit. I don't know if that's how it works, but I would be like devastated if that happened.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know. I think there was a time that used to be that was the case, because you've sapped it, and then if someone else comes, it used to be grade mob to someone else coming. I don't know if they've changed that. Alright, hang on, we'll say, be careful with high level rogues, yep. Do fishing festers, do cook fishing dailies, yeah, DM, document fair, yes, it all helps. Park Torrent and Thunderbluff, yes. Yes, look, you make valid points, all of you. It's just a matter of
Just execution
having
and following
time.
through with it.
I know. And it's just I sit down and then I do stuff and then I go and then a lot of times I just don't get back to it. So that's my excuse. I'm just being slack. Outlaw Rogues at 55. Yes. Play alone. Yes. Stay away from other people. That is the big thing. As much as, you know, we want to do that in game for the passies and a lot of real life as well at the moment because, you know,
Yes.
COVID and people
Yes, we
being
do.
dicks. Yay, fantastic. Alrighty. Well, I think we've covered everything. So I think we're gonna wrap it up. All right. What have we got? Our Iron Elites. All right, take it away. What have we got?
All right, so we'd like to thank our Iron Elite supporters. You can become an Iron Elite supporter by subscribing on Twitch here, or by doing a donation through, I think,
Cheers.
PayPal or Patreon over on the website.
Mm-hmm.
It's very simple, and we would like to thank those supporters because you guys help us keep the show on the road. So thank you to Alejandros, Awesome Trousers, Boz, Cell, Chupa, Dave DeHunter, Execute, Fair, Gadsden, Chris W., Lauren Ramar, Lita, Mr. Bright01, Ms. Charming, Nisi, Rud, Stir, Stone, Swingcat, Tiber, aka Tiber, Renima, Zaya, and Zortz.
Absolutely. Thank you so much to all the support that we get. We do greatly appreciate it, guys. Now, from Stir and myself, we want to say thank you to our wonderful mods for everything they do to help us out, keep me sane, all of those kind of things. So, to Awesome Trousers, Boz, Execute, Fair, Chris, Nisi, and Zaya, thank you so much, guys, because really, the things that you do to help us out, it's invaluable. So, thank you so much for that. Now, I didn't put it in the news, but I didn't want to put it here, is I do have to say a big welcome and thank you to Ruds. Come and join the Code Wardens. So, so welcome. Good luck. We will,
Good luck.
we will see how it goes. I will say this to anyone that is having issues. Do not go straight to Rud to give problems. If there is any problems, you contact the mods, please.
Yes, we might be able to troubleshoot your problem. It could
Exactly.
be something silly, and
Don't go straight to any
wardens
Code
don't need to
Warden
be involved.
at all. Absolutely. So there's still a lot of things. He's trying to work through the codes. You know, there is a lot of code. I'm not kidding when I say there is a lot of code. So he's having a look at it to see if he can help us out. And, you know, whether he can, we don't know yet. He's got a lot of stuff to work through. But, you know, we'll see how that goes. So if there's any issues with tunes, talk to the mods, guys. First and foremost, always talk to the mods and see what we can work out. Reminder that we are only tracking Iron, Bloods, and Pacifists. All other challenges are not being tracked at this time. If you want to go play them, go play them. Have fun. Just remember that because we're not tracking, there will be no official mental blank.
No official celebration and write-up.
Thank you. So again, you know, we can go, yay, you made it to max, yay, congratulations. And what's not to say that when the code comes out that, you know, you might think you've done a great run, but code could bring and, you know, flag you. So just, you know, go have fun with it. And we've still got the challenges there. If you want to have fun, go have fun with it. Do something, have a little break from the normal ones. You can try something a little bit different, but Irons, Bloods, and Passies are our staple. staple of what we are. So yeah. Okay. Oh, what was I up to? I had this fleeting thought that went through, and I was like, yeah, it's gone. So, and to everyone here, guys, thank you for hanging out with us, our viewers here in Twitch. We do appreciate that. Everyone listening on the podcast, for those that are, hi, welcome. Thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading. We do appreciate that. Dave's here. Hey, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
15 months. Did you miss much? No. It's all good.
No, it's just me.
Actually, no. You missed a whole hour, Dave. You need to download after I've finished and watch
Go
the
rewatch
whole
the
thing.
Dave.
Yes, exactly. Hi, Dave. Thank you for the sub, Dave. Again, 15 months. We appreciate it. So thank you very much. All right. So we will be back next week as Saturday, April. August.
What happened?
August. It's like skipping like everything.
Oh, God. It's April already.
I know. Oh, dear Lord, no. Where are we? August 21st at 7 p.m. Eastern. You were with Tiber. I am super jelly because we love Tiber. We love Tiber. Tiber is fantastic, and yes, we did see the picture that you posted in Discord. So I'm glad. I hope you both had a lovely time. But yeah, so yay, and well, thanks for dropping in while you've seen Tiber, after you've seen Tiber. So
Yes, thank you.
yeah. So Nisi, thank you for being here. Thank you
Oh, you're welcome.
for joining me. Can you tell everyone where they can find you or get in contact with you, please?
Okay, well, if you need to get in contact with me, I'm in the WoW Challenges Discord. It's Nisi, parentheses, Nisi spelled K-N-E-E-S-E-E, hashtag 4863. Let's say the right number. You can find me on Twitch, where I stream a few days a week, and the channel over there is also NisiVGN. Twitter is going to be at NisiVGN, and the YouTube page, where I kind of try to remember to archive the VODs from the stream, is also NisiVGN.
Nice. You know we go back 40 years. No, I did not know that.
I did not know that.
Right, Dave.
Wow.
Dave, you, looking down the camera, Dave, you, Tiber, I want you both on the show, because I need to find out about 40 years. So
That's
I will.
Gonna be a fun show.
I will
Both
get in
have to.
contact. I want both of you on the show, please, because we need to chat.
Yes.
Yes, which would be good. Okay, so don't forget where you can find us. WoWchallenges.com is the website. You can find all the information for our Discord, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and the YouTube channels there. You can also download us on Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, and Stitcher Radio. If you want to contact the show, which is pretty muchly contacting me, alright, you can send me an email at podcast@wowchallenges.com. You can also find me on Twitter at LeetaWow, which is LEETOW. What am I doing?
Yay,
Oh
it's
my...
turning into one of those days.
Oh.
You get dyslexic too, and you don't know what month it is.
Seriously, I'm only up to like my 4th coffee. What is going on, brain?
I think you need a nap.
Oh yeah. So sorry. Leeta Wow. LEETAWOW. I can't believe I screwed that up. You can contact me on, certainly you can get me on Facebook, on Twitter, on Discord, like all those things. All contact the mods and pass on a message if you need to chat with me specifically. Don't forget, time zones.
Yes,
And IRL could be, it may be a little bit before I get back to you, but I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can, because, you know, I have work and family as well in between everything else. So I'll get to you like your question or whatever it is as soon as I possibly can. So yeah. Okay, I think we've done everything. So the last thank yous, please.
Okay, so we would like to extend two very important thank yous.
It's catching.
First, it is catching. Oh my god, we need to go. We'd like to extend a big thank you to Mr. Bright01 on our new intro. You can find him on Discord, Mr. Bright01. We'd also like to extend a very big thank you to Epic Insanity for our outro. You can find him on Twitter at epic_insanity, as well as the Frozen Nerds podcast.
Absolutely. We love those guys. They are wonderful. All right. Well, I think we've done everything that we need to. Again, congratulations to all our max levels. Fair, Zaya, Stir, Nisi, and Iron Brew. Whoever you are, if you're listening, please get in contact with myself or Nisi or one of the mods just to say, hey, it's me, because we would love to do a write-up on your tune and find out, you know, how you leveled and all that. So don't forget about that. And other than that, please, everyone, can we just stay safe? The IRL is very crazy out there. So just please stay safe, both in and out of game. And we will be back next week. So again, Nisi, thank you. Heart you for being here with me. Chris, if she gets to listen to this or see this, I hope she's not working too hard, which I know is crap because she will be. But we miss you, Chris. Take it easy, everyone. Thanks, chat room. Mwah, to you all. We will catch you next week. Alrighty, bye.
Bye.
The WoW Challenges podcast is a World of Warcraft gaming podcast. Produced by Lita. Copyright 2021. Portions of this podcast.
Alright. I'll edit it in post. Isn't that what they say? Yeah. Okay. I did come up with, it might be too long. I did come up with one myself. So chat room, anyone in the chat room, show titles, show title time. Alright, I came up with the know your race, know your class, which is something you said, which I don't think we've had that one before. Be bold. Not. Oh. Good one, Saya. That's good. Be bold. Not. In brackets. Okay, I quite like that. It's you know, again, it's kind of like be bold and yet maybe be careful. Be bold, but be careful. So I don't know. Nisi, did you come up with anything? I know you were busy talking, but just in case if you had one.
I have two. I have either 4 down, 8 to go, or do as we say, not as we do.
That is another good one. I must admit that is very, very true. So, I missed it, but I was with Tiber. Yes. Oh, good one. Maybe we could use that when I get you two on to have a chat.
You have to come on.
I would be awesome. All right. I think we'll go with yours. Do as we say.
Yeah.
That should fit in. Do as we say.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go with that one. 'Cause that is so true. It's like I'm quite happy to tell you all what to do.
And then just totally do something else entirely. Everything that we've said don't do. This is how we've learned to tell you not to do it.
I was gonna say, it's a little bit of being a Leo. Okay, it might be a lot of that. But, there is... It's like, don't tell me what to do. I'm gonna go and bloody do it myself. I'm dead. Should've listened. Anyway, yeah, you get that.
Don't do this in the future.
Yes, exactly. Alright, guys. Thank you all. Oh, I didn't mention for the follower. Four Gathers. I don't know who that is, but thank you for the follow as well.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, that was like right early, I think, just as we started the show. So thank you.
Thank you, new follower.
whoever that is, thank you. We do appreciate it. All right, everyone, go have fun. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, whatever you're doing. And we will be back next week. All right. Mwah. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.